Hello friends, I am Dr. Kr.Chakrabarti on behalf of BnCMS Study Festivity. After a long pause, I am once again on my platform, YouTube platform with accountancy. Right now today I have also presented one deliberation on economics. Today's deliberation is on treatment of goodwill admission. फ्रेंड्स आई वुड लाइक टू लेट यू नो मेरा प्रीवियस जो क्लास था पार्ट ए पार्ट 1 पार्ट 2 एंड पार्ट 3 इन पार्ट 3 आई हैव डिटेल्ड डिस्कस्ड आई हैव मेड डिटेल्ड डिस्कशन ऑन पार्टनरशिप एडमिशन एंड गुडविल. तो पार्टनरशिप एडमिशन हैज़ ऑलरेडी बीन कवर्ड इन माई प्रीवियस क्लासेस. द लिंक विल बी गिवन इन दिस वीडियो एंड आई हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड the totality of the goodwill. What is goodwill? How is goodwill valued? The different methods of valuation of goodwill. Then treatment of goodwill in under different circumstances in case of admission. But at the request of a good number of my followers, I am taking up again the treatment of the totality of the partnership. The area that will be covered under this part, section 4 of my deliberations. Section 4 of my deliberation, these topics will be covered: admission of a partner, retirement of a partner, death of a partner, change in profit sharing ratio, and dissolution of partnership firm. So these are the basic topics that would be covered under section 4. Okay, and under section 5 I will take up the different aspects of company accounts. Okay, so friends, for the coming days you will be getting this the different deliberation in my YouTube on the topic partnership. Today I am taking up specially the treatment of goodwill in case of admission. Admission of partner में goodwill का क्या treatment हो सकता है, वही लेकर आज हम लोगों को ये क्लास है. So friends, I am rubbing it. You please take note. Admission of a partner, retirement of the partner, death of a partner, change in profit sharing ratio, and dissolution of partnership firm. These are the sections, these are the areas that we would cover under this part 4. Okay, now our today's class is part 4 class 1. The area is admission of partner. The area is good treatment of goodwill in case of admission of a partner. I am taking up a simple example. Mr. A and B, I have given a synopsis of the problem. Mr. A and B are partners of a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. And now C enters into the business. C is admitted in the business for 1/4 share. The goodwill of the firm is valued at ₹60,000. So friend, this is the premise. This is the basic premise of our discussion today. Listen, before that I would like to let you know what is goodwill. Goodwill is the good name of the firm. It is the good name of the firm, and this is the greatest asset of the firm. Clear? This is the greatest asset. Why it is asset? Goodwill is an asset because it is goodwill. Goodwill means good name. Good name results in more visits of customer. More visits of customer. More visits means more enhanced sales. Enhanced sales means enhanced profit. So enhanced profit. Goodwill, good name means more profit, more visits of the customer. More visits of the customer results in more sales, and higher the sales, greater will be the profit. So there will be the earning of surplus, and thus goodwill helps you earning more and more profit. That is, so what generates fund? What generates your funds? It is regarded as an asset. So goodwill should be regarded as the asset of the organization because it helps in generating more funds. More funds कैसे? More profit कैसे? Through more sales. More sales कैसे? Through more visits of the customer. More visit क्यों? Because of the goodwill, good name. So it is goodwill that results in enhancing the additional flow of funds in the organization. Thus your profit is enhanced. So it is an asset. So what is asset? Asset is that comes to my service. Anything that comes to my service, that is known as asset. So goodwill is an asset. Okay, that thing I have already discussed in my previous class. Now how is goodwill valued? The goodwill is valued under different methods. Basically, goodwill is related with the profit earning. The organization earning the profit has the goodwill, it is treated. And the organization that is not earning any profit, so no goodwill account, no goodwill is there. Okay, so it is profit that results in, that is the result of more what? That is the result of more profit. That is the result of good name of the firm. So higher the firm, better the firm of the organization, more is the sale and more is the surplus, that is more is the profit. So goodwill is an asset. Now goodwill is always based on profit. Okay, always based on profit. Now in our how it is valued, you please go through the link I have already given. So that would be given in my after my deliberation. So you please consult those videos, and there you will get how the goodwill is valued. Okay. Right now today's statement goodwill in case of admission. Admission में क्या होता है दोस्त? First of all, goodwill is there. Okay. When the goodwill is there, the incoming partner is expected to pay for the goodwill. Why? सोचो, आपने एक बिजनेस चालू किए थे, आप दोनों ने, मिस्टर ए एंड बी, बहुत दिन पहले बिजनेस चालू किए थे. जब ये बिजनेस तो चालू किए थे तब उतना सेल्स नहीं होता था. क्या करते थे आप? सुबह आकर धूप धुना लगा के दुकान झाँपी तो खोल के रखते थे. दो चार गो इधर उधर इंसान आते थे, वो लोग न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ेगा, पानी पे चाय पिएगा, चला जाएगा. इसी तरीके से 6 महीना 1 साल चला. आपको क्या हुआ? लॉस एंड लॉस एंड लॉस. ठीक है. लेटर ऑन विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, हाँ, लोग जब आपको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को क्वालिटी, आपको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का प्रोडक्ट को समझना शुरू करते हैं, तब क्या होता है? धीरे धीरे कस्टमर आपका बढ़ता है. इसी तरीके से चलो 5, 6, 7, 8 साल आपको लग गया. उतना दिन लोग आपको थोड़ा सा रिडिक्यूलस थे, आप रिडिक्यूलसली बात करते थे, दो ये बिजनेस करके क्या होगा, तेरा कुछ नहीं आता है, वो नहीं आता है. लेकिन आफ्टर फ्यू ईयर्स, आफ्टर 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 years, what is it? You are generating more and more funds. You are earning more surplus. Okay, and now the people thinks, अरे बाबा ये तो इसका ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अच्छा है. That means you have generated huge surplus, and it is because of the more visits of the customer, and more visits of the customer results in what? More sales, and more sales means more profit. So it is always profit that is considered as the basis of considering that the goodwill is there. So when after 10 years or 8 years or 6 years performance, you have achieved this feat, the feat of generating more surplus, then Mr. C is coming. So he is coming in the ready-made business. So in ready-made business you are coming, you would get the profit. It is right, everybody will be getting the profit. But आप जो रेडीमेड प्रॉफिट आपको मिलेगा, ये हम लोगों का देन है. हम लोगों का कौन? ए एंड बी का देन है. ये दोनों बहुत लड़ाई किए, इसीलिए मिस्टर सी विल पे his capital. It is as usual, he will pay for his capital, but over and above his capital he will pay some extra amount, and that is what? That is premium. And this premium is calculated on what? The premium is calculated on goodwill. Now this is the premium. Okay, premium for goodwill. So the new partner will pay over and above his capital some extra amount, and that is known as premium for goodwill. This extra amount is calculated on goodwill, and the premium for goodwill is calculated on value of goodwill into incoming partners share. Incoming partners share. Now, what is the value of goodwill? The value of goodwill is 60,000. 60,000. And incoming partner share is how much? 1/4. So it is 15,000 is the premium for goodwill. Clear? Now the incoming partner is expected to pay that 15,000. This incoming partner is expected to pay rupees 15,000 as goodwill, as a premium for goodwill to the existing partner. No, sorry friend, it should be to the sacrificing partner. I have discussed in detail. Okay. Now what would be the journal entry? The journal entry that the man is giving the premium. Okay. Now first journal, amount is coming in, bank account debit to premium for goodwill. Premium for goodwill. How much it is? 15,000. 15,000. Now this premium is to be distributed among the sacrificing partner. So what you have to do? You have to find out the sacrificing ratio of the partners, all partners. So sacrificing ratio you have to find out. Now our next task is calculation of ratio. Calculation of sacrificing ratio. SR, sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio is equals to old ratio minus new ratio. Why? Because when the old partners were getting 2:1 profit or loss into 3:2:1 ratio, now Mr. C is coming for 1/4 share. What does it mean? That 1/4 share C will get from whom? किससे मिलेगा? Either A से in full or B से or A B दोनों से. So that is why we have to find out the sacrificing ratio. So देखो old ratio we have old ratio. What is the old ratio? The old ratio is given 2:1 between A and B. Now how to calculate the sacrificing ratio? You see, you have to calculate the new ratio. Okay, calculation of NR, new ratio. How to calculate? Friends, all these have been discussed in my previous deliberations. Today I am doing it in a nutshell. Now C is coming for C's share. How much? 1/4. C is coming for 1/4 share. Now what is the remaining part? Remaining share 1 minus 1/4. Okay, that is 3/4. This 3/4 will be segregated between A and B in their old ratio. So S share will be S share 3/4 to 2/3. Okay. Now B share 3/4 1/3. Now it is 2/4 and it is 1/4. Clear? And C share will be how much? C share is 1/4. Now see, what is the new ratio? The new ratio is 2/4, 1/4 and 1/4. So the new ratio is NR is 2:1:1. Clear? Now find out the sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio is old ratio minus new ratio. What is the ratio? What is the old ratio? Old ratio is 2/3 of A. In case of B, it is 1/3. Minus new ratio, how much? 2/4. It is 1/4. it is 12. 6. 2 by 12. In case of it is 12. 4. 1 by 12. Okay. Now you add these two parts. 2 12th and 1 12th. That is 3 by 12. 3 by 12 equals to 1 4th. That is the gain of C. Now the sacrificing ratio is 2:1. Okay. Now you friends, you may go on calculating that this is the sacrifice of A. Just make your checkup. What 1 12th and 2 12th and 1 12th. So it is 3 by 12th. That is 1 4th. 1 4th is the new share of Mr. C. Okay. So this we have justified. Okay. Now this is sacrificing ratio. Now this amount is to be distributed among Mr. A and Mr. A and B in the profit sharing sacrificing ratio. Premium for goodwill to Mr. A to Mr. B in the sacrificing ratio 2:1. Okay, so this is 15,000, 10,000 and 5,000. So that is the basic treatment when the incoming partner pays the premium for goodwill. So if the premium for goodwill is paid, then that will be the entry. There are two entries. One, the premium paid by the incoming partner, and the premium is distributed among the partner among the sacrificing partner in the sacrificing ratio. Okay. Now think, I am taking all these have been discussed in detail. That is why I am taking up the another aspect. So incoming here, in this case, the incoming partner pays the premium. If the incoming partner does not pay the premium, then what will you do? If the incoming partner does not pay the premium, so would you excuse him? चलो भाई बहुत कष्ट करके पैसा लेकर आए हैं, now हम आप लोगों को छोड़ दे रहे हैं, आप लोग क्या कीजिएगा क्या? ये बिजनेस है भाई, व्यवसा अलग जगह पे, यारी दूसरा जगह पे. So क्या करेंगे हम लोग? There are some alternative. When the premium is not paid, प्रीमियम जब नहीं दिया होता है तब हम लोग क्या करेंगे? देयर इज फर्स्ट ऑल्टरनेटिव 1, रेजिंग गुडविल इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट. रेजिंग गुडविल इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स. रेजिंग में क्या होगा? व्हाट विल द जनरल एंट्री? देखो, इसका मतलब है पिछले बार हम लोग गुडविल बोल के कुछ नहीं आए थे. हम लोग बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू प्रीमियम फॉर गुडविल और प्रीमियम फॉर गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट टू मिस्टर ए एंड बी सेग्रीगेटिंग पार्टनर्स. सो प्रीमियम विल बी वाइप्ड आउट, बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू सेग्रीगेटिंग पार्टनर्स कैपिटल. नाउ गुडविल, व्हेन गुडविल इज रेज्ड, इट इज रेज्ड इन फुल वैल्यू, अनरिकॉर्डेड वैल्यू. सो गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट टू मिस्टर ए टू मिस्टर बी इन द ओल्ड रेशियो. ओल्ड रेशियो क्या है? व्हाट इज द ओल्ड रेशियो? 2:1. Okay, old ratio 2:1, sacrificing ratio 2:1, new ratio 2:1:1. Clear? Now, what is the value of goodwill? The value of goodwill is 60,000 and Mr. A 2:1, so 40,000 and 20,000. So if the incoming partner fails to pay the premium, then what would you do? We would raise the goodwill in the books of accounts. And goodwill has been shown in the books of firm, goodwill account debit to A and B. But goodwill is such an asset which it's better not to show in the books of accounts, because today you have the goodwill, tomorrow some organization has established their own shop and they have been earning they have been extending huge service to the customers, and your position is going down. Okay, so your goodwill will be valueless. So the second alternative is raising and writing off. Raising and writing off. In raising and writing off, one thing is that you have to raise goodwill account in the books of firm. So there will be two journal. One is goodwill account debit 60,000 2A 2B in old ratio, okay, old ratio 2:1. So it is 40,000 and 20,000. Now this is raising, and the writing off, I am making it over here. So writing off the means goodwill should be cleared out from the books of the firm. So goodwill 60,000. And who will be debited? Mr. A, Mr. B and Mr. C. In the own ratio, in new ratio. What is the new ratio? 2:1:1. So it will be 15,000 for C, okay, 15,000 for B, and 30,000 for A. Now A is being debited for 30,000, B is debited for 15,000, and C is debited at rupees 15,000. Now ultimately what has happened? The goodwill is cleared out of the business. Now A's capital has been credited by 40,000. Debited how much? Debited 30,000. I am making another treatment over here. So A's capital is credit by rupees 10,000. Just now B's capital has been debited by 15,000, and here it is 20,000. So extra credit B 5,000. And C's capital has been debited. So C's capital is debit. C's capital debit. How much? 15,000. Okay, and this method is known as capital transfer method. Capital transfer method. This is the third method. So this is the sum up. I am making a sum up. If the person pays the premium, if the incoming partner pays the premium, no problem. Bank account debit PM for goodwill, and this PM for goodwill is distributed among the side batching partner. Okay, that has been done. If he does not pay the premium, so would you excuse them? Certainly not. There are two alternatives. One is raising the goodwill in the books of firm, and as a result, the partner's capital account will be enhanced, and goodwill in the liability side, partner's capital account will be plus 60,000, and in the asset side, goodwill will be 60,000. But goodwill is such an asset that should not be shown in the books of account, and that is why one thing has been done. One process is there: raising the goodwill and writing off. Raising means this one and writing off this one. So ultimately, the necessary treatments for premium is completed. Now this can be, I am making a workings for capital transfer method. How would you affect the capital transfer method? That should be clearly brought in mind, friends. आप लोग इसको अच्छी तरह से मन में रखिएगा. For capital transfer, you make a for capital adjustment. That is the third method of treatment of goodwill when the new partner fails to pay the premium. अब एक काम कीजिए, raising कीजिए. Raising in which ratio? Old ratio 2:1 among A, B and C. So what is the value of goodwill? Value of goodwill is 60,000. So 2:1, it should be credited. It should be credited. That is credit. Sorry. 40,000 and 20,000. C 0. Now writing off. writing off. In which ratio? New ratio. 2:1:1:1. So it is 30,000. Debit 10,000. Sorry, 15,000. And C debit 15,000. So ultimately what happens? A's capital has been credited by rupees 10,000, B's capital has been credited by rupees 5,000, and C's capital is debited by rupees 15,000. Now this is the journal entry on the basis of this working. So C's capital account debit 15,000, and A and B's capital account will be credited by 10,000 and 5,000 respectively. So friends, this is the total treatment of goodwill in case of admission of a partner. Okay, so please go through. I have made my deliberation a bit fast because all things have been, all the things, important issues have already been discussed minutely and pros and cons vividly in my previous class in my section 3 on accounting for goodwill or accounting for goodwill in case of admission. So all things have been detailed. For recapitulation, I have started this. Okay, tomorrow I will take up goodwill in case of retirement, treatment of goodwill in case of retirement. Okay, thank you very much.